ดีค่ะ Welcome to Hot Thai Kitchen. My name is Pai. I'm a culinary school student right here in San Francisco and a purebred Thai born and raised. Now I'm here to show you how to make not just any Thai food, I'm talking about the real, unadulterated version with some seriously strong flavors. And if you want to know what that's like, come with me.
Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in again to Hot Thai Kitchen. Now today we're going to make a dish that is very popular in the Western world and also a personal comfort food of mine. It's green curry, or what we call gang kiao wan. Now gang means curry, kiao means green, and wan means sweet. So it literally translates to sweet green curry, even though it's not any sweeter than any other curries at all. So today we're going to make it with some chicken and some succulent Thai eggplant. It's going to be served in a way that you've probably never seen before. Alright, so let's get going. What I have here in this pot is 1 cup of coconut milk that I've reduced over medium heat for about 10 to 15 minutes until it breaks. Now this is what it looks like. Now there's a thin layer of clear oil floating on top, and you see it's no longer homogeneous, right? And let me explain to you what that is scientifically. Coconut milk is an emulsion. Now we all know oil and water don't mix, but they can, and when they do, it's called an emulsion. And coconut milk is a kind of an emulsion of coconut oil that is suspended in little droplets, suspended in water and some solids, which include some protein and other substances. And when we heat this emulsion, to a certain extent, the oil is going to be destabilized and breaks away and starts to float on top, being lighter than water. And that is exactly what we are looking for in our curry making. Alright, so I put my coconut milk back on heat and it's now boiling, okay? And we're going to use the oil that we just rendered from the coconut milk to saute our curry paste. Now I have here about 1/4 cup of green curry paste. Get that in there. And break up the lumps. It's going to spatter a little bit, which is okay. Alright, so break it out, and we're going to let that saute so that the heat activates all the herbs and spices so that they really reach their full flavor potential in the curry. So we're going to let that cook for a little bit. I'm going to turn the heat down so it doesn't spatter everywhere. Now, we could make a green curry paste ourselves, but I bought a pre-made one, and here's why. The ingredients that go into the curry paste are very difficult to find outside of Thailand, and if you can find them, the flavor profile, the potency is different. So to really stay true to the authenticity of the flavor, you're better off doing this, buying the pre-made ones. And besides, even in Thailand, most families don't make their own curry paste. They go to the market and they buy them fresh from the market because it's very labor intensive to make. Alright, now I know it's done because I can smell it from here. Alright, after that's done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take kaffir lime leaves, which is quite easily found outside of Thailand. I'm going to twist them and bruise them a little bit, break the cells, release the flavor, and put that in. And it's really going to add that citrusy note that's going to brighten up the flavor, and it's going to cut the creaminess of the curry, and it's going to be really, really nice. Now, to that I'm going to add about 1.5 cups of coconut milk. Okay, and let that come back to a boil. And also about 1/2 cup of water. Alright, now the reason why I added water is because in Thailand when we make curry, we make the coconut milk ourselves. Now, when you make coconut milk, what you do is you take a coconut, you grate the meat, and then you squeeze it through. And the first press of coconut milk, that's a thick, rich, creamy part, is called hua gati, or literally translates to the head of the coconut milk. And that's what we use to reduce and render the oil and saute the curry paste in the beginning. Now we take that pulp that's already been squeezed, add a little bit more water, squeeze it through again. That second press is called the tail of the coconut milk, or hang gati, and it'll be more diluted. And that's what we use to make up the rest of the volume of the curry. So to mimic that second press, we add a little bit more water because when you buy coconut milk, this is always going to be first press. So just add a little more water and you're good to go. Now, a word on coconut milk. What I use is a brand that comes in a carton like this because one, there's no preservatives in it, it's 100% coconut milk, and it smells and tastes quite close, not the same, to the freshly made one. Secondly, and most importantly, the other variety that comes in a can like this, not only do they add sodium metabisulfite and citric acid, which turns the flavor not so good, they also homogenize the coconut milk, and that stabilizes the emulsion and prevents it from breaking, which for our purposes we want it to break. So if you can find the carton version, please do, and it tastes so much better and it works so much better. But if you can't find it, you can use the canned version. Just instead of cooking the coconut milk down, letting it break, just saute the curry paste in some vegetable oil and then add all the coconut milk at once. Alright? Now, the coconut milk has come to a boil. And so to this, we're going to add some Thai eggplant. Now, what is Thai eggplant? Thai eggplant is this little guy here, or this big guy here. They come in a whole variety of sizes. Now, they're firm. They taste kind of like an eggplant. The inside looks like an eggplant, but it's a lot firmer. And it's got what I would describe as a greener flavor. So for the little ones, just cut them in quarters. And for the big ones, we want to make sure that they're the same size. So this one, I'm going to cut it into 8. Now, when you deal with circular things, cut off a flat surface, rest it on the flat surface so you're safe, so it doesn't roll on you. Okay, and I'm going to cut this into 8, so it's roughly the same size. Now, if you cut this ahead of time, which I did for the rest of this, make sure you soak it in some lemon or lime water because otherwise they'll turn black. The same way bananas turn black, they get oxidized by oxygen. Alright, so we're going to add this to our curry that has come to a beautiful boil.